In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
Welcome back to the Tech Zone, Paul Amadeus Lane. Thank you so much for coming back. Third and final segment of the show. We've been teasing this interview all show long. Send in the drones. We're talking about drones this segment. But before we launch into our discussion, I want to remind you, always connect with me, PaulAmadeuslane.com. That's how you can connect with me on social media, send me emails, catch up on the shows, whether if you want to do a video on YouTube, live stream, or audio on iHeartRadio, a lot of other platforms, iTunes. You can definitely check me out. And I want to thank you for staying with me. As you can tell with my voice, I have the allergies. Yes. Been dealing with this for a couple of weeks, and it's been painstaking. That's all I have to say. Much respect for you out there if you're dealing with allergies too. It's no joke, especially out here in California and all the pollen and everything going everywhere. But I want to tell you too, get it looked at. In the beginning, I just went on and said it's just allergies, it'll be okay. But after 2 doctor's visits and 2 stints on antibiotics, it can be very, very serious. So that's our public service announcement for today here on the Tech Zone. Do you like drones? Do you have a drone? Now, some of you may be casual drone owners. Maybe like to take it up when you're camping or something, want to get some nice aerial shots. But there are many out there of you who use drones because it is your business. You want to use drones to see how your business is doing. Take, for example, if you are in the agricultural business, you're a farmer, and let's say you have millions and millions of acreage you want to take a look at. That means maybe several thousand square foot. If you wanted to inspect how things are going, how would you normally have to do that? You'd probably have to get in the John Deere or maybe call some of the farm hands to go check it out. And this can take hours, even days to do so. What if you're a construction worker? And what if you have multiple construction sites? You want to make sure that the progress is going well. If you wanted to check up on how things are going, what do? You may call your foreman. Hey, how are things going? Oh, they're going great, boss. Everybody sitting back pounding some sandwiches, maybe some gyros or some gyros, some heroes, right? But how would you know for sure on what things are really looking like? Well, my next guest that's going to join me in this segment has a great piece of innovation. It's called Drone Deploy. It's drone on demand. What does this mean? Well, check out, or if you are listening on ABC News Radio, listen to what this company is doing when it comes into the area of drones.
Introducing LiveMap. Drone maps made in real time on your mobile device. So you can get a bird's eye view of your site, mine, field, or really anything. LiveMap is an easy-to-use tool for the ultimate in job site situational awareness. Powering frictionless coordination, simplifying your workflow, and introducing entirely new possibilities. LiveMap is photogrammetry on your phone. No SD card, no data upload, and no desktop. So you can spot variability, ground truth, and take immediate action. LiveMap is seeing the big picture instantly. With your entire workflow on your mobile device, how will LiveMap change your business?
I love the sound effects. Well, my next guest is going to explain how his company is able to do this and the benefits behind it. And I'm so happy to have with me right now the co-founder and CEO of Drone. I'm sorry, let me get that over again. This medicine got me tripping this morning, Mike. So let me do that one more time. Do that one more time. Okay. Here we go. All right, coming down. 3, 2, 1. And I'm so happy to have with me right now the co-founder and CEO of Drone Deploy. We're talking about Mike Nguyen. Mike, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Mike, I am very intrigued. When I found out about this story, it kind of blew my mind, and I kind of talked about it a little bit before I brought you on. But tell me, what is Drone Deploy? I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing product to work on. So we build software for commercial drones. So that's software to help farmers, construction workers, miners, even forensic investigators to use drones to get a bird's eye view of the things that they care about. The drones produce data that's measurable, that's repeatable. They can see change over time. We use machine learning, and we're able to really help the efficiency on through all sorts of industries.
And Mike, what I really like about it is drone on demand. So kind of explain that to us. What that mean, drone on demand?
Yeah, that's a brand new feature. So when we launched Drone Deploy, we built the software that enables you to control a drone, automate its flight, capture data, process that data, and produce data sets. But not everyone has a drone, and not everyone can get to the work sites that they want to map with a drone and create 3D models of. So we launched a partnership with a company named DroneBase. And DroneBase has a network of pilots with drones. So any one of the users of our software can now just press a button, and a drone will be taken by pilots to a job site, fly that site, and get the data without me ever having to leave my seat at my desk.
That's pretty amazing, my friend. So why is it so important for ones to have up-to-date information when it comes to using drones? Does these things change, and that's why we need to stay up to date on the different data out there when it comes to using drones?
Yeah, absolutely. If you think you're a farmer, what your field you planted right now, it's actually planting season in the Midwest. It's been a bit wet this year, but we're starting to plant the crops. And how do you actually know what's going on? You might have thousands of acres of corn or soybeans or whatever crop you have, and to actually know what's happening on that field, very difficult. People do drive-bys, they walk their fields, but how do you walk 1,000 acres? So instead, you just use a drone. A drone will fly over the top of a field. It will show you exactly what's going on. It's very easy to see what's called variability, which is change. How is this part different from another part? And when there are differences, there'll be reasons for those differences. So in agriculture, people will be looking for pests like slugs or diseases, or perhaps there's some nitrogen deficiency. They need more fertilizer, or any number of different reasons. Now, agriculture is just one use case, but you can imagine any business. Things are changing every day. And the measurements of businesses outside is actually quite hard. Lots of industries like mining and construction and ag are the least digitized industries in the world, and drones can go out there and digitize those industries and show the operators and the owners what's happening every day, what's changed, where is the value being created, and where is the value being lost.
And Mike, I know a few shows ago, I had a chance to interview a VC who was really heavy into ag tech. And before I interviewed him, I had no idea that ag tech was something even being thought of during nowadays. But I guess because we're in the IoT of things, everything is digitized now, right? We got to find out all these things when it comes to all kind of different industries and everything.
Absolutely. You know, I've been really impressed by the amount of technology being adopted by the ag community, and it's not new to them. It's interesting, actually. Auto steer is something that came out on tractors and planters probably about 10 or 15 years ago. They had like self-driving, at least to some extent, self-driving tractors for the last 10 or 15 years. And funny enough, that's given a lot of people in the farming community a lot of time to work with technology and time to actually consume media with technology. Like, what do you do if your combine harvester is driving perfectly straight lines and you're just sitting there? We've actually got a ton of engagement with the ag community on Facebook, on Twitter, and YouTube, because they're already enjoying the benefits of self-driving technology.
And before they started using drones, how would they go out and inspect things to make sure things were okay? You talked about different levels and everything. How would they check it out in the past?
It's the same for every industry. So in ag, it was guys they go out there with tape measures and buckets, and walk around with clipboards and actually go and check it out and pick up the plants and the leaves and see what's going on. In construction, it's the same thing. You just walk around, and that's how you see. We've got lots of guys doing inventory on like solar plants. You're installing a huge utility solar plant. How do you actually know exactly what state you're in? There will actually be teams of people walking around with clipboards counting the number of modules installed and the number of modules in inventory. And it's not just one person. It's a person counting, and then there's a person to check the count, and then there's a person to check the check, because that's how important accuracy is to these industries.
Wow. I'm like blown away, my friend. So when it comes to ordering this service, Drone on Demand, we talked about different industries. Who else can order this service? Can I just order it because I want to go check on my parents who live like 45 minutes away and I don't want to drive? But well, who else can order the service?
Yeah, I mean, anyone can use the service. So Drone Deploy as a technology, you can install it for free or use it for free online to start. You can just sign up, dronedeploy.com, or Drone Deploy in the Android or Apple iStore. You install it, you sign up, and then you can get to work. If you have a drone, you can go flying yourself. You can collect your own data whenever you want. If you don't have a drone, you should ask permission first before you get a flight flown over any area. But you can use the drone on demand feature to click a button and get a drone flown for you fully, and it will feel fully autonomous. It will just happen, and you'll get data in 72 hours.
Nice. So the ones who don't have a drone now, this is where you guys step in, right, and help out.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been a core part of our strategy as a company, is to be accessible. We want anyone to be able to use drone technology. Flying robots are fundamentally useful to anyone that has any operation outside, which is many, many people. And the first step was to make the technology very simple for any drone operator. They could buy $1,000 drone, price of a laptop, go out there and collect high quality data. The next step that we're taking is, even if you don't have a drone, you can start using it. Or if you do have a drone and you don't live in the same states as the job site you want to get data of, you can just press this button and get a drone data delivered a bit like a Domino's pizza.
What? Are you kidding me? Even you don't have to be in the same state, and you can order a drone on demand?
Absolutely.
That's pretty freaking cool. I mean, that's awesome. So when it comes to the software, what should ones know before they start installing this software? Anything they need to do beforehand?
Well, no, I mean, it's very simple. We would always recommend, really the way to get the most value out of Drone Deploy is to have a drone, but this is a great way to start. Just go and sign up, look around. There's a great demo. There's tons of videos to watch about how to use drones, the value of drones. And if in particular, if you're in any one of the industries that we work in the most, so that's construction, agriculture, real estate, mining, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you and tell you a bit about how you can use drones and what value they can create for you.
Yeah, sorry about that, my friend. We got so excited we started playing the video right there, but the video is nice. Actually, on the website, and please repeat that. I'm sorry about that. We hit the wrong button over here, my friend. Please continue about how they can check it out and go to the website.
Yeah. So anyone can just go to our website or download our app and check it out. It's super simple, and there's tons of videos to check out what to do, how to do it, and what value it can create for you in your industry. So go ahead and check it out and give it a chance.
And one thing I like, Mike, is you make this accessible for even small businesses out there. Was that something you guys wanted to do intentionally so that they can, get into the action when it comes to drone on demand?
Absolutely. You know what? Actually, the small businesses have been the innovators in this space. Back when we started in 2013, it was only really small businesses trying out this technology, small businesses looking for a competitive advantage. And they were our first users. And what's happened is the small business users they've used the platform, they've demonstrated the value, and they've gone out and they've joined bigger businesses. And now Drone Deploy actually serves everyone from some of the small farmers all the way to some of the biggest companies in the world.
Wow. I'm just blown away. Drone on demand. Who would have thought in the IoT of things we would have this? Before I let you go, anything else out there you'd like to articulate to the viewer and the listener out there?
Yeah, I think that the key thing to articulate is flying robots have a ton of value. We've all seen them in the movies operating across every type of job site. Now they're actually accessible. They're technology that you can pick up today. They're easy to use. They're safe. They produce amazing data. And if you know how to press the big button on the screen, you can fly a drone yourself. And if you know how to press the big button, you can get a drone to do an operation for you through the new Drone on Demand feature. So I'll just love to leave that with you, that it's super accessible. And whether you're a small company or a Fortune 1000, Drone Deploy works with companies like you to help them leverage this new technology.
Awesome. And that's one thing I really appreciate about drones. Myself being disabled, I love this technology, how it allows me to fly somewhere, check it out. I'm in my home, but I can see what's going on by a wildfire by some of my family. But I got to get approval first. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, your point is absolutely correct. Now you can fly a drone. You can do things you couldn't do before. You can get that bird's eye view, and that's the magical experience of this. For the first time, the sky is accessible to any person.
Yeah,
it's never been true before.
Tell me about it. Tell me, it is awesome to be alive the time in which we live in. Mike, it's been great catching up with you. Love to have you back on again as you guys talk about more about Drone on Demand, any other features. Please reach out to us. We'd love to chat with you and find out more.
Thanks very much. It was great to be on the show.
Once again, I'd like to thank Mike Nguyen, CEO, Drone Deploy, Drone on Demand. I tell you, this innovation is really going to change the game. And it really launched a few weeks ago. And when this story came across my nose, I was like, I have to have him on. What happened? The allergies. So I apologize for this not being aired earlier. But I enjoyed my conversation with Mike and what they're doing over at Drone Deploy. Just what's possible is endless due to innovation. And if you are in construction, in the ag business, or any kind of business, or this would even be great for, if you had a security company and you have different security guards at different locations and you want to give them some kind of support, especially working overnight. Deploy that drone, and I tell you, use that live map, and I tell you, it can definitely change the world. And please reach out to me, tweet me, Facebook me, let me know if you have this type of innovation. How would you use it? And again, reach out to Mike and the folks on over there at Drone Deploy with this great piece of innovation. All right, this will be the extent of our show. Next, we're going to talk about some gaming news. E3 is several weeks away, so we're going to talk about the new games that debuted this last week. We know God of War is one of the big games. I'm going to be joined by one of my great friends, game editor. Going to be joining me talking about that, amongst other things. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning into the show. Don't forget to connect with me, paulamadeouslane.com. If you're listening to this on ABC News Radio, if you missed any aspect of the interview, check it out on iHeartRadio, iTunes. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, comment this segment of the show. Let's get the word out. Let's continue. All right, until next time, take care of yourself. Love you guys.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.